You're the cluster human resources manager for Intercontinental and Holiday Inn Express, and you manage a human resources department. Human resources department, I understand, but what exactly is a cluster human resource manager? And secondly, you're also responsible, and I quote, for ensuring compliance with corporate and hotel policies and procedures and local and government regulations relating to personnel training. My question is, how do you go about ensuring compliance of corporate policies and personnel training? And in difficult times like now, how strong are your compliance and training?
Thank you. Thank you. First of all, thank you for having me on this webinar. I'm really proud to be here today. With regards to your first question, cluster really means supporting more than one property. So in my case, as an HR function, I support both Intercontinental Malta and the Holiday Inn Express. Although they're adjacent to each other, I'm within walking distance, I'm able to support them in different aspects when it comes to HR. And my counterparts in other hotels usually have to travel to see their other properties. But in my case, I'm lucky enough to have two adjacent properties to each other. So I support two properties, my title. To your second question with regards to my role, I'm able to do this as part of a managed IHG property. Intercontinental Hotels Group has a very strong intranet portal available to all the employees, specifically for the management team. When you sign in, you can see news, updates, anything related to corporate compliance, and it allows you to share this information with the rest of the team. It also manages the training portal for all the employees. So anyone coming into IHG within the first 90 days have to complete a set of courses related to their employment. And this is managed through a system, through my learning, which I have visibility on, and I'm able to assign learning classes for every individual who comes on board, and I will be able to track their progress. So everything is managed through this intranet.
Marijana, last week, the government, via the MTA and Malta Enterprise, launched a program whereby employees eligible for the wage supplement could help with contact tracing services. And I understand the MHRA has endorsed this scheme. According to the association's president, said this scheme was aimed at the underemployed. What's your opinion on this?
I believe it was a great collaboration between both parties to support the health authorities during such challenging times. I know how we all know the COVID tracing team are inundated with the amount of calls and follow-ups they have to do. So to come up with this idea and to use employees from the hospitality industry was a fantastic idea. We have individuals who have these soft skills that have been trained to approach and be with people, and to have them just sit at home and to be not working, at least they have a purpose that they can be part of this and show solidarity with everyone else that's going through this. On top of this, they are making, I believe, an hourly rate above the wage supplement for extra hours that they do. And it's also a wonderful thing for employers to know that their workforce is not going to be idle all this time, but they are going to be reporting to work and feeling that they can be used for something.
Are IHG employees doing this, or?
At this point in time, we do have all of our workforce working at the moment on full-time reduced hours. So we have nobody idle at this time.
In May, when the government launched its e-learning training scheme for the tourism industry, and we now know that some 8,000 people took these courses. The tourism minister at the time said that, and I quote, "After COVID, there will be changes to life and working patterns and behaviors. And so our workforce has to be reskilled and retrained to adapt to such changes," unquote. Now, firstly, have any IHG employees enrolled for these courses? And have you seen any changes in working patterns and behavior, as the minister prophesied?
So during this time, we knew that people were anxious. And I have this saying that I like to use, an antidote to our anxious times is to have a learning mindset, just to keep you distracted and focus on rebuilding your skills and focus on how you can benefit from this time. We did heavily promote the classes, and we have quite a bit of individuals who have signed up for courses either related to their current role in place or to check out different disciplinaries that they wish to try out, just in case, you know, they might be of interest to something else, which has motivated them to have a continuous learning mind and to come out of their comfort zone.